So here I have my match for XE's BG's tournament, and I am facing Big Mac MCD. Got a really nice roster there, and I'm going to be banning those three, and one other for all of them. Actually, yeah, these are the three bans that I keep for the entire tournament. So it's a best out of five. I won the coin flip, so I got to invite first, but it wasn't showing up. So he invited the first game, then I invited the next two, and then, as normal, right? So we basically swapped the first two rounds. And so, yeah, he goes first, and he goes ahead and grabs those. Those look to be rank 4 max sig. I take Hulkling and Gallon. They're both phenomenal attackers and defenders, and they're both countered by similar people, which is to say that you can't often counter both within the same deck without really highly specializing, which you could do by taking Claire and Tiger if he so chooses. If he doesn't take Tiger here, first off, that Tiger is low sig. But second off, if he doesn't take Tigra, I know that he can't Tigra, so I don't have to be scared of her. And he doesn't. So he probably is not that good at Tigra. I'm not saying that's true. I'm saying that is the assumption that I had going into this, and admittedly probably one I would make in the future. But I haven't seen him play, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's the assumption that I get from that, or the conclusion I get from that. So I get Starkey, who will work for Nimrod, and also Kitty, but if I see Nimrod, I'll end up just using Gallon, so I'm not really scared of Nimrod. He theoretically works for that Quicksilver as well, although if I see Quicksilver, I will probably just Hulkling it, as that is very fast. So here I grab Mr. Negative, I believe. I grab Hercules here, I know, and I should grab Penny. Let's see how in love I am with Mr. Negative, because I love grabbing Mr. Negative. I'll pick him almost any time, but yeah, okay, I shouldn't have. That's good. He gets I-Bomb. If he places I-Bomb, I'll just Hulkling it. It's not necessarily an issue. And so I'm probably going to place Penny Parker and maybe Doom. I might be able to place Doom and either have him use his Quicksilver, which is slower than Archangel, or burn his Archangel and then place someone like Gallon. And you can still Clairvoyant that, but it's a little bit harder. So, here we go. He goes ahead. I believe he places... Does he place Kitty Pryde? Yeah. So, I don't like that he places Kitty Pryde here. I know for a fact I can nuke Kitty Pryde very quickly, and I also, in my opinion, Penny's one of my stronger defenders. Probably my second strongest, so I would have preferred he place a slightly stronger defender so as to not waste one of my stronger defenders. So he kind of like pseudo through this round, which I thought was really smart. And yeah, that kind of pissed me off. And you have to applaud someone for doing that. And it's definitely the right call. But I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of like a better utilization of the defender. But it's not a problem. With Starkey, basically the game plan is I'm just going to build Poise. I'm also going to build Power while I'm building Poise through Rich Get Richer, which is why I don't hit her. There we go. Keep on building. Keep on building, and I have a bar of power, but I'm just going to keep building. Want to make sure not to get pushed to L2, because that actually slows the fight. And then there I was trying to Dex, but I either missed the input or something happened. But I just go in, because it's fine. Hit a parry, another special one. There we go. I'm going to combo in, throw a special one. And yeah, that is the entire fight. Probably like 35 some seconds. 34 seconds, yeah. So I skipped ahead, and obviously he loses this round. I don't think anyone expected him to win that. And now it's on for round 2. Throwing the first round is something that I often do. If they place a really good defender and I have limited counters, I will usually just throw it and then win the next 2, hoping that they will burn some of their big guns. In this case, I don't think that I did, especially given that Starkey was really only going to counter both Nimrod and Kitty. So he places this thing, which is fine. Now I need to either place Doom or Nick Fury. I could theoretically place Hulkling, but I kind of want to save him for attack. So if he places Archangel here, I'll just place Gallon. And if he doesn't, then I will place Gallon next round, that is. And if he doesn't, I'll probably end up placing Nick Fury. He actually uses Quicksilver here. I'm still going to place Nick Fury. and I Hercules this, which I can win this fight. I can do this fight in 55 seconds and at 95, 98, 99% health. So this should be an easy 2-0. And yeah, so I just want to be aware not to be pushed to my L2 when I'm not ready for it. And that's pretty much the only concern in this fight. So I start with a heavy attack. Then I do this, go for an intercept. Oh no, I go for a, there we go, some intercepts. Then I tap him. There we go. Perfect. Now I can bait this out. And at this point, I, for some reason, decided to dash in, which is not the right choice. I was just like, I think I can get away with it. I could not get away with it. Then I went for a ricochet, and I guess I was too close. I don't know. So I'm getting hammered in this fight. And it's pissing me off. So here I do a medium. Medium, that's 2 hits, plus the 4-hit special 1, and he's at rock stacks. There we go. So now I do a medium light, dash back, do a medium to intercept him. Throw that special 1. He's going to be at 9, which means that I can stand him up. 2 hit, special 1, just like that. And we're back into the rhythm. Okay. Probably just want to end up dumping special 1 here. Yep, so I dump special 1, but now he has a lot of power, which is fine. If he throws it, I'll just heavy counter. And he does throw it, so all I have to do is heavy counter. I didn't like my spacing there, so I did the light early, which was fine. So yeah, his special 1 spacing is pretty flexible if you know how to do it. So yeah, I'm fully expecting to lose this. It's possible he ate an L2 or something, so as the fight goes on, I just have to hope that the fight takes a long time and that he takes a lot of damage. And he ends up taking what's probably a special 2 or heavy. And I come out of that fight, I guess it's hard to take a heavy because you'll evade it. I come out of that fight with a win. So now I am up 1-0. And it is time for me to invite for the next 2. So I take a screenshot here. I should not have taken a screenshot because I just had it at the end, but for some reason I was like, I need to document that I won, right? But it doesn't really make any sense because I was recording. And also I had, I could just look at my history. So I don't know what I was thinking, but it's fine. And yeah, so here we go. I'm probably just going to end up going with the same bands, and I do. I banned the same thing throughout the entire thing. And waiting a little bit on his bans. He has Tigers, so he's not banning mine. Probably should have banned my Tiger, although I didn't really get her all that much. When do his bans come in? There we go. So yeah, I don't know about that Overseer ban. The other 2 are fine though. And yeah, so he grabs Nimrod again. I go ahead and take Hulkling, of course. Hulkling is someone I will pick almost over anyone because he's such a phenomenal defender and attacker. And even if you're using him on attack, you can use him to lock up someone else's attacker and then use him on attack. And it just messes with so much strategy because even if you think they'll use Hulkling on offense, you still have to respect him on defense and keep some people in your hand for it. So very potent. And at this point, I could literally Hulkling every fight there. I mean, I can also place him on defense. And then here, I'm not really sure who to pick. I grab I-Bomb and CGR. I was tempted to grab Negative, I believe. But do I end up selecting these 2? Let's see. What am I doing? Okay, so I switched to Ultron. I thought I was going to grab I-Bomb. I believe I get him in the next round. But yeah, I was unsure because he doesn't have a counter, but then I was like, usually when you pick I-Bomb, there's going to be 1 poison immune on the board. I mean, Nimrod's poison immune, but there's like 1 good poison immune, so like, yeah. But at this point, not only is he back up, he just wasted 2 picks not knowing I had I-Bomb. Now he's even better defender than before. And I'm kind of deliberating here. I'm considering Hercules, Morta, everybody. They're all good, except for Starkey. I mean, Starkey's good, but I wasn't going to pick him there. So now it's his turn. If I were him, I would pick Man-Thing and also A-Bomb, or I'd pick Doom and A-Bomb, probably. Let's see what he grabs, though. He takes Man-Thing and Magneto. I'm not really sure what Magneto is for. at all, actually. But yeah, so I'm not really sure who to pick here. Penny's just going to get destroyed by that Gallon. So I end up going for Omega Sentinel. So yeah, here we go. I have the advantage in this round. And so he places Nick Fury, and I'm going to Ultron that probably. I place Man-Thing, who is my best defender, because Nick Fury is his. Nick Fury is his longest defender, and Man-Thing is mine. And Man-Thing is longer than Nick Fury for our attackers. So I can take Ultron. This fight should be done between 60 and 70 seconds. And if I play it right, and his should take longer than that, unless he gets very lucky, because I have max MD, and it's Nimrod. So he'll probably end up eating an L3 in the fight, and spend a lot of time baiting out specials. So that's the hope, and I feel like I feel very confident in this matchup. So I parry, go for a combo, parry, go for another combo. There we go. Try to dex out, get clipped, which is real unfortunate. There I do a little flicky sidestep because I wanted to get a little bit more bleeds on him. So I heavy him. Probably could have waited on that heavy now that I'm rewatching it. Let's see if I get away with that. Yeah, I do. Okay. There we go. Get back to special 2. And that's nice. I want to make sure he doesn't get 8, which means that if he threw special 1, it could have been bad. There we go. So now it's pretty standard from here. I want to push him over with the combo, which means I can't parry more than 3 times. Combo ender, push him over. Here I can evade, actually. Intercept, special 2. Go for the stand-up. Oh, I didn't. I'm just going to go for a heavy attack. So I bait out that heavy, drop a heavy attack of my own, and he goes down. And I end up winning that fight. So I'm up 1-0. And on to the next round, just about. So let's see when that starts. Okay. Who am I going to place here? Let's see. It's probably got to be I-Bomb here. But I end up placing CGR because I wanted to save I-Bomb for Man-Thing. What I should have done is I should have placed I-Bomb, screwed him, and then just Omega Sentineled his Man-Thing. So basically just threw this round away, which was a mistake. And yeah. But here, I can just use Hercules and see if I can just outrace him. He's probably going to end up using CGR here. So hopefully I can just outrace this guy. Gallon's going to be a kind of not that hard fight with Hulkling. I can just get rich, get richer, and pound him. So I'm not scared of that fight. But yeah. So this fight's also actually winnable because we placed Magneto. We probably could have placed a different defender and caused it to be a little more difficult. Maybe even like I-Bomb and maybe even Man-Thing and force me to make a choice. But so now I actually have a shot. I did make a mistake, but I have a shot at winning this. And so here we go. I trigger Infuriate, then dash back. I want to play this kind of safe, but also aggressive, which is a hard balance to strike sometimes. Here I tap him to push myself to L1. There we go. Now I want to just rush to L2, bait out his L2, because it takes less time, but he threw his L1, which was annoying. And here I'm just like, I'll send it. Like, I might as well just try to rush this fight as best as I possibly can. So I throw that special too, and I'm like, I can win this, because that was pretty nice. And full yellow bar, 31%, which 31 seconds, which means that I automatically win, unless he had like the laggiest lag spike in history. And so I don't know what happened in his fight. If I had to guess, I would guess that that he accidentally tapped him one too many times, and that CGR threw an unblockable special 1 that he had to like dodge and lose his dexterity or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's it is what it is. And now I'm up 2-0. So was happy with my fight as well. Definitely went really, really well. And now it's the third round, and once again, I invite again because I was supposed to invite the first round, and he invited the first round, so we swapped rounds 1 and 2. So it's not actually alternating. And yeah, so drop him an invite, he accepts, and we are back to the third draft phase. At this point, you already know who I'm going to ban. Same people as always. I don't want to deal with his weapon X because it's weapon X. Rintra can be annoying on defense, but more so that Rintra counters damn near everything on offense. And Scorpion is phenomenal on both offense and defense, especially against Mystics. So, yeah, especially those two on the right are probably more attacker bans than defender bans, but they're also the type of people that can corner you on defense if you're not ready for them. So he's up first, and he seems to really like that Nimrod. I think he's got his Nimrod literally the first pick like 3 times in a row or something, so he must really like his Nimrod. I mean, it's rank 4, SIG 200, so you'd hope he does. And here I get Shang-Chi and Bishop. Shang-Chi just for a little bit of diversity in attackers because he has a pretty unique kit that I think I can utilize. And here we go. Not really sure who to draft here. They're all pretty standard. I just know I want CGR. And I'm kind of debating between Quicksilver and Longshot. But I believe I end up going Quicksilver for both Nimrod and for defense. Presumably because Archangel can't take Bishop and Longshot. But Torch can take one of them, so that's nice. Grabs Kingpin. And I want to say he actually takes Kingpin and Quicksilver here, yeah. So I probably would have gone Torch there, but that's fine. Here, I have to grab Tigera, and I'm debating between Domino for defense, Juggernaut, not really. So it's pretty much just Domino for defense or negative for a potential, like, Mystic. And I end up grabbing negative. So if he picks Doom here, I will be vindicated. If he doesn't, I'm pretty much wasted because negative's not a great defender. He works, but he's not great. And so he doesn't take Doom. And I've pretty much just wasted that draft. I should have picked Domino. Oh, no, he had Nimrod. That's why I didn't pick Domino. Okay, so then I pretty much just picked... I didn't really have a good option. That's fine then. And now I picked Massacre. This is more of just like I don't really care. I really wanted a defender there. But Massacre can kind of take Nick Fury if I play it right. And, like, it didn't really matter what I picked there. I'm probably just going to end up burning that champion, whether it be not using them or throwing them away. So he places Nick Fury, and speaking of throwing away, I'm going to throw this round. So I drop Longshot in the hopes that he Archangel's Longshot and burns Archangel. No, opposite. I'm dropping Bishop in the hope that he Archangel's Bishop so that I can place Longshot. Because Bishop's easier to kill with, like, Hulkling or something. So here I do Massacre. The way you can do this fight is you can push him to between 0 and 4 tactical charges and throw a special 2. You want to get him to 15, 16, do a combo, and then throw a special 2 once you push him over. Spoiler alert, I don't do that in this fight. I know how to do it, and I was trying to do it that way, but I just messed up. There's not, like, an excuse. And I really should be hitting him here. And I realized that, like, I should be hitting it. I'm like, oh, okay. So that was a mistake because I want to push him up to tactical charges, excuse me. And yeah, so here, 1, 2. I want to do a third hit, but he decks that and throws it, which is not what I was trying to do. So here, I just need to tap him once, and I tap him the exact number of times that I'm not supposed to tap him. And yeah, so that was pretty much almost fatal, and that is the fight wrapped. If I had just done that right, I would have been in such a better position. But now I can just do it again, except not mentally stupid this time. Pretty easy. I can go for an intercept there because he has 16, so he won't throw a special 1. Here we go. He's not going to do it this time, so I just have to hope that it'll kill. Because I can't push him over. I could have actually maybe backdrafted and done something, but yeah. That goes into his block, and I die. I was going to lose anyway, but then I look at this, and I'm like, dude, I could have won that. So that kind of pissed me off. I mean, because I was going to get, like, what is that, 37,000 points just from killing him in 60 seconds, and then anyway, I just played really poorly there. I had to be above, like, 70% health or so, and I wasn't, so definitely my fault. Here I go ahead and place Longshot, assuming that he's going to Quicksilver it. And pretty much whatever comes out that is not Kingpin, and I can just Tiger it, And then if it's Quicksilver, which he'll use on attack, but if it is Quicksilver, I will Shang-Chi it very, very quickly. So he ends up doing Nimrod, and I do Tigra. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have used negative, because negative still probably does this fight faster. I'll have to do special 2 and then some combos, but it should work, and Tiger just absolutely nukes everything. And now I'm going to have to, if I win this round, kill something like a Gallon or Hulkling with CGR. You can kill Gallon with CGR, but Hulkling, you have to be very, very conscientious about your spacing and Hulkling's buffs. So that's a fight that I have to probably deal with next round. So here we go. Using Tiger, I can just play this safe, knock him down to try to bait that special out, which he doesn't seem to want to throw at all. So I tap him to pause my neutralize, just with the special one, because why not, to try to incentivize him to throw it. Here I just pause, hoping he'll throw it. There we go. Charge my heavy. Can do another heavy. Need to be mindful of his power, though. He almost got to a special one. He rethrows his special one. Easy phase. One more. And then I need to, and that MD really helped me because it allowed me to get to 2 bars earlier and therefore have to wait less time on the power lock. And that special 2 ends up killing. So that's a 42-second fight. And now I pop these open. And I'm trying to think, okay, if he places Gallon, it doesn't matter what I place. I'm just going to use CGR, I'm going to win. If he uses Kingpin, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to Shang-Chi that, and that will work, but it'll take a little bit of time. And if he places Hulkling, I have to either do 2 things. I can either put him in the corner with Shang-Chi so that he doesn't gain any more charges and stun chain him, which is kind of risky, or I can CGR him and try to make sure that my nullifies up at the right time. So he places first, which allows me to make an educated choice, and yeah, so we'll see what he does. It's going to inform who I place and what I use on attack, obviously. So here we go. Let's see. I mean, I know who he places, obviously. This is pre-recorded. If he set Gallon down, and I'm like, please, I'm just going to CGR. That's easy. Then he drops Hulkling, which I'm still going to CGR, but that's not what I wanted to do. And so I'm thinking, and I'm like, I have to place negative. I was thinking about placing CGR and hoping he'd fuck up, and then using Shang-Chi on attack, but the better option here is CGR on attack. Because of Rich Get Richer, I'm going to be gaining power. It's going to be an easier matchup. And so hopefully I need to kill him quick. I need to be very mindful of Hulkling's charges, and I need to nuke him. So here we go. I'm going to enter with a parry heavy. There we go. Another parry, which means his pierces are popping up. He doesn't have any charges, which means that even though he's 1 charge away from indestructible, doesn't matter. Pop that L2. I need him to throw this ASAP. I'd prefer not to trigger Dex, but if I do, it's not a big deal. But he throws it while letting me not have to worry about Dex. Here I do a light ender. Beautiful. And then I can just heavy charge into L2. And he's probably going to indestructible this last hit. Okay. Now I can just combo and kill him if I really want to. But I'm trying to be safe here because there's no point in risking it. Please throw this. He throws it. I can do a 5 combo and he'll be judgmented as well. Damned. And it actually kills. And he's not out of the fight, which means there's a very good chance that I just won. So if I can get that 3-0, that'd be really, really sick. And at this point, mathematically, he's lost. And so I end up clutching that up, and he would have had to finish in 1 less second with full health, I believe, to beat me. But that's a 3-0, which was really, really cool to see. That's the first round of the tournament. GG's to Big Mac as well. Had a lot of fun. And so here I just show my final record for like the screenshot. This bar on the bottom, it's a glitch. We'll just pretend it's a glitch.